Welcome back. I'm glad you're all here. You've been doing so great on your quizzes on Edmodo. It's been epic. Today, we're going to move on. We just got done with exponents. I know it was short. We didn't do too much on it. But today we're going to talk about polynomials. We're going to talk about adding them. And then next time, we're going to talk about multiplying them. That's it. Let's get it going. Okay, here we go. So when it comes to polynomials, we're going to be adding and subtracting them today. There's really only 3 times when parentheses matter, and that's our goal today, is notice when the parentheses matter and when they don't matter. So today we're going to notice when they do matter, and if it doesn't, we're going to get rid of them. All right, let's try it out. All right, there are only 3 times the parentheses are actually going to matter. One is if you're going to have a negative out in front. We're going to be able to multiply that through. 2 is if you're actually multiplying it by something. So that can be shown as something like that, 2 times, say, a super simple one, that. Or even if I had another parentheses, x plus 2, say we had something else out here we're multiplying it by. So that would also matter. The third version is if we have an exponent. That also matters. We just talked about exponent properties. You just had something like, how did yours look? Something like this, 2x, and we put a squared out there. Those parentheses matter, right? Because then we did 2x times 2x. So those parentheses mattered. Today we're going to decide, do parentheses matter? All right, to start you off, let's go through our checklist. 1, is there a negative? No, there's no negative out in front. It's a positive. It doesn't say positive, but it's a positive if it doesn't say anything. 2, is it being multiplied? Is there some number out front here? Is it, say, 3 out front? Is there a chance there's something like that? A 3 there? No. Is there something else like x plus 3 right there? No. So that's not there. Is there an exponent out here? Nope. No exponent out there either. So because of that, we know that these parentheses don't matter. There's nothing binding those parentheses. So we can drop them. All right, there's a couple of different ways to look at this. You've seen this type of stuff before where the parentheses don't matter or do matter. In fact, I could show you a couple of examples where you'd be like, what is the point of those parentheses? Take a look at this real quick. If I had positive 2 here and I added another positive 2, you'd be like, well, what's the point of that? Even if I just put it as 2 plus 2, those parentheses don't matter at all. That really is just 2 plus 2, it's 4. Those parentheses matter nothing. All right, let's take another one. All right, let's take a look at this one. If you'll notice, there is no number, there is no exponent, but there's a negative out front. And in fact, today's lesson is all about seeing if there's a negative in front or the positive in front. I'm not going to put any exponents up there. I'm not going to put any numbers in front. Instead, does it have a negative or is it positive? If it has a negative, you must distribute that negative through. If it does not have a negative, you get rid of it. So if we take a look at this one, clearly has a negative on it, right? So negative and then parentheses 3 minus 2x squared. All right, that's not an issue. We're just going to take that negative and distribute it. The negative is going to change the sign of everything inside. All right, this negative right here is going to be distributed here and here. So this is a positive 3. So it's going to come out as a negative 3. And then this right here is a negative 2x squared. Well, it's going to change the sign to become a positive 2x squared. And that's all our answer is going to be. As you notice, it's right there. All right, pretty easy, right? I know. So if you take a look at this one right here, the first one has no number out front. It has no exponent, which is not going to have that today. And it doesn't have anything else. It's not a negative or anything. Those parentheses do not matter. We can drop those parentheses. Then we take a look on the right side there, and we notice, okay, it has no exponent, it has no number, but it does have a negative. We must distribute that negative. And then we're able to combine these things together. But how do we combine? We can only combine together like terms. When you add and subtract exponents, you must only have like terms. What's the one way that we can do whatever we want? When you multiply them. If you want to multiply 2x and 14y squared, no problem. We can do that all day. But what we can't do is add 2x and 14y squared. Those are not like terms. Those do not go together. Okay? This one right here I already did for you if you want to take a look at it. Let's pull that down. So when we look at this, 5 plus 5n cubed minus 1 plus 3n cubed. Those are going to combine together. And we are able to combine the 5n. We're able to combine this right here because n cubed here. We also have another n cubed there, 5n cubed, 3n cubed, 8n cubed. Then we take this 5 here and this negative 1 here, and we get a 4. Let's do one more. I know we normally don't do we normally don't do homework problems on here, but we're going to try it out. All right, you should be asking yourself the same question every single time. Now, none of these are going to have a number. None of them are going to have an exponent out top side of a parentheses, but you're going to be checking, is it positive? I can drop those parentheses because there's nothing else acting upon that. Or is it negative, and now I must distribute the parentheses. So you take a look at this first one, 6a minus 3a squared. Is there a negative on the outside? No. Number? No. Exponent? No. Those parentheses don't matter. But on the second one, do those ones matter? So plus 2a squared minus 3a. Well, there's no exponent. There's no number. There's no negative. These parentheses don't matter either. Drop the parentheses, add them together. Okay, first one, these parentheses don't matter, so we go 6a minus 3a squared. There was no negative out front out here, there was no number right here, and there's no number right here, so these don't matter. The same thing applies here, no exponent, no number, no negative. Those parentheses don't matter either, minus 3a. So we're going to combine like terms, so let's get us a highlighter. Combine like terms, so we have a squared here and a squared here. We can put those together, right? We also have negative 3a here and 6a here. We can combine those together. So let's put our a squareds together first. I have negative 3 of them and positive 2 of them. I get negative 1 of them. And then I have 6a and negative 3a plus 3a. Okay, that's all that it is. Perfect. I wanted to do one with a negative, so we're going to do this one real quick, and that's it. We're done for the day. All right, so if you'll take a look at this first part, there is no negative out front. There is no exponent. There is no number. These parentheses do not matter. 2a squared plus 4a cubed. Sweet. Okay, so if we take a look at the second one right here, there is no exponent, there's no number, but there is a negative. I must distribute the negative to both of these. Whatever it was, it changes. This was a positive 3a squared or cubed. It's going to become a negative 3a cubed. This is a positive 8. It's going to become a negative 8. And then we combine like terms. So like terms, let's look at cubes first. Here's our cubes. And then squares. And then constants, just numbers by themselves. So let's combine these like terms. So let's put our 4a cubed and negative 3a cubed together. So we got positive 4 of them, negative 3 of them. I just get 1a cubed. And I got 2a squared. And then nothing else. It stays at 2a squared. Now, just remember that this is a positive. If it doesn't have a negative on it, it's assumed it's a positive. So we get 2a squared there. And then we get a minus 8. There's that minus 8. That's it. Okay, I hope that made sense to you. Pretty short, sweet, and simple. Today you're looking to see if there's negative out front. If there is, distribute. Then we combine like terms. Today's all about combining like terms. Be able to do that. I hope you're doing well. A couple key things. One is that there's been people asking to retake quizzes. Awesome. I can go in and delete your quiz submission, and then you can retake the quiz if you want. No problem at all. We've had quite a few people doing that. That's awesome. Other than that, you guys are keeping up on stuff. I'm loving it. I hope you like my new backdrop. It's been math for a while. Now it is going to be a little bit of history just for a little bit. Some people, oh yes. So anyways, hope you're doing well. I miss you. Have a good day. Bye.